What's up, everybody? It's me, Gilbert. Welcome to Road to Glory, episode 16. I haven't uploaded in a minute, but my reason for that is I'm also a full time student, a dad, and a full time entrepreneur. So sometimes life gets in the way of making these videos, and sometimes I kind of get in my own head of like, hey, bro, I honestly don't feel like filming today, especially because I'm in the beginning stages of this like content creation phase in my life. And yeah, I get discouraged sometimes I just don't want to post. I rather just go do the work and let my numbers speak for themselves. But I'm very active on Instagram. If y'all follow me on there, um I'll put my stuff right here. But since the last episode, if you're brand new to this channel, I kind of had no running goals post Cowtown Marathon. I mean, minus the Fort Worth Marathon that's in November, but in between this long period of time, I really haven't had anything on schedule until recently, about a week ago. I found out about Badass Texas in Waco. It's a half marathon, and I haven't stopped running. If anything, I've continued to pick up the mileage. I'm currently running between 45 and 50 miles per week, trying to boost it up to 55, 60, kind of regularly, maybe every other week hit 60 and then drop down to 45, 45 through 50 range. But I'm really content with the running right now. I'm still hitting PRs. I started incorporating gym work finally again, and I'm doing more kettlebell stuff, more functional fitness stuff that's gonna strengthen my knees, my ankles, things like that. Kind of staying away from, bodybuilding style workouts such as like 4x12, bench pressing. I still want to look nice, you know what I mean? It's getting warmer, so yeah, cool weather is in effect. So I'm hitting bench every once in a while, but I'm emphasizing solely on functional fitness, kettlebells, squatting, range of motion type movements, you know what I mean? So I have a half marathon next Sunday on the 28th, I believe, the last weekend of May. So I'm looking forward to that. Hoping to PR, kind of want to see what my baseline is going into the summer, and really seeing what I have to improve on, whether it's, my zone 2 work, because I definitely feel like I've done the majority of my training, in threshold, and my heart rate is usually above 155. And I'm always about wanting to push it, but I've been doing some research and talking to some runners, and that zone 2 training, it's required for the goals that I want. For that goal of sub 3, I'm gonna have to get miles under my feet in those zones at a low heart rate. That way, when it comes to race day, my gas tank doesn't empty out and I crash and burn at mile 17 like I did at the Cowtown. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm about to go hit the gym. um if you're new to the channel, like I said, hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. Support goes a long way. It lets me know that, this information is useful to you, but it's also just my journey. I'm not a professional. I always tell everybody, I just want to share and, help people through my experiences. I'm getting faster. So, this is my journey, and I want to share with the world like, hey, a normal guy can do it too. So, want to hit the gym right now, and we'll talk afterwards. Peace. All right, so starting off with the first exercise, I usually like starting off the workout with sled work just because you can start off very light, and you can just put a plate and keep going depending on how you feel. You can really adjust based on your soreness that day. But I didn't run yesterday, so my legs felt really good. So I put, I think, 5 plates. Um, I can't remember honestly, but just going back and forth, slow, kind of squatting, controlled. feeling that contraction in your quads because where I crashed in the marathon, um, my quad started cramping like so bad, and I feel like maybe if I had more gym or if I had any gym incorporated into the training plan, it would have maybe been a faster result. But we're doing it now, so hopefully in the next marathon it'll show. And then secondly, went into just classic lunges. I believe I I love the lunge. I feel like it's an essential one. It's one of the most functional movements you're gonna do throughout your whole life, even when you're like 80. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to pick stuff up. So I really love lunges um, when it comes to like everyday functional movements and stuff, and turning it into a great workout. And then after lunges, I think I went into kettlebell swings, like two hands in between. And that one, I want to get better range of motion. I want to get better um, functional movements incorporated into the workout. You know what I mean? With weights. Back then, when I was just lifting for to look like a bodybuilder and all that type of thing, I was getting sore because I was trying to get a certain look, and the squats, like, I'm not a squatter, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the most I've ever squatted is probably like 245 at 170 pounds, but I rather push. So, I can't remember who told me, but or where I saw it, but one of the best things that I tell myself, you could squat and get stuck at the bottom and hurt yourself. You know what I mean? You can load up as many plates as you want and on a sled and pull, and the worst thing that's gonna happen is you're not gonna be able to move it. You know what I mean? Compared to a bunch of weight falling down on you. So that's why I really love sled work, and yeah, it's more safe, honestly, in my experience. Of course, I gotta throw that in, right? Because I don't want like experts going in the comments and saying like, "Bro, you don't know what you're talking about. You're not doing it right." Hey, well, I'm not a professional, like I've said. So going back into the workout, I ended up doing. I forgot. I don't know what the movement's called, but you'll see it right here, where it's like a kettlebell into a squat and then push up into a press. Just something that I remember doing in the military. Shout out to one of my, um, platoon leaders at the time. Um, it'll come back to me. But just more movements, you know what I mean? You're gonna have to reach up and put stuff on the shelf for your kids if you have kids, or you're gonna need to reach for stuff or put stuff up on shelves your whole life. So I like to think of that whenever I'm doing this workout. But that's pretty much it for the workout. I'm gonna go on a run later tonight, so um, yeah, I'll see you then. I don't know where I'm gonna be, if I'm gonna record it or not, but I'll see you then. Peace. What's up, everybody? So I ended up running 9 miles. Usually don't run later into the night. I'm usually a morning runner. So, eating throughout the day, and I stopped. I ran about 7 o'clock. I probably had my last meal around 4:40, but I still felt it. I felt very nauseous. I had to slow down because I felt like I was in a yak constantly. The acid reflux. Come here. The acid reflux was I was feeling it, so I definitely had to slow down so I wouldn't throw up. I'm gonna put my splits right here. Um, like I mentioned earlier, I'm focusing on slower runs, trying to build up that tank. Um, and honestly, I think I'm sitting at like 39 miles for the week, and it's barely Thursday, so I might go on a little 3 miler tomorrow and then hit my long run on Sunday, but it's just gonna be whatever hits, whatever's remaining of the 50 miles in the week. So got the majority of the work done, and looking forward to tapering, getting some rest. Um, I can do 50 miles per week, but it doesn't mean I like to. You know what I mean? It is. I mean, anything, right? Anything in life that you want to achieve that's difficult, you're gonna have to sacrifice, and I'm sacrificing, a lot of time my body sore. There's definitely days when I still don't want to run, but I'm getting up, I'm doing it, I'm getting the miles under my feet. And yeah, just trying to keep a positive mental, throughout the whole process. Because if you know me personally, I used to be a pretty pessimistic
Let's
person,
go.
and I'm just looking, towards the future, being optimistic, sticking to the plan, enjoying the process of training, and embracing the grind. Because that's all I can really do, right? That's all I can control. So that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you for tuning in. Like I said earlier, hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. It lets me know that these videos are, the message is getting across to y'all. Whether it's like, all right, this guy, he has some useful advice, or whether you like the running content. But yeah, I hope you have a good one. Until next time, peace.